All right, so a little disclaimer before we get into the video. There's some things that got announced at the time of me recording this video that weren't announced, okay? I recorded all this early in the morning yesterday, this video that you're about to see, and they ended up revealing kind of everything that I wanted to see. First and foremost, the release date officially revealed for September 9th, 2025, okay? You can pre-register now. Like I said, in previous videos, you just go on the website or you can just go on Google Play. Any application, that you're using, if it's a, whatever, Apple or Android, any of that. It's also on Steam. It's pretty much on all consoles except for, I think, Xbox. And I think the Switch link isn't up yet. But yeah, this is going to be out within like a couple of weeks. It's very, very soon, a lot sooner than we thought. In the video, I stated that there was a set release date, a placeholder for October. That ends up not being the case now. And the second thing is we finally got our perfect cell, or just cell in general, being revealed. This is actually really important because this was one of the characters, the one that I was most confident in. You'll see in my predictions because there are 5 characters that are going to drop before this game actually launches, I believe. Hopefully. I think that's what they're going for. And I think this was all supposed to be revealed for that Apple event, and they're just dropping all the information now. So this is all you really need to know, is just the release date. They had that cinematic intro video that they did, and then, the cell reveal, which, again, makes a lot of sense. In the video, you'll see he's one of my #1 predictions. Okay, so I just checked. It's deep fried right now, the quality. He's a tank. So my tank pick initially in the video, you'll see, I said that I wanted Broly to be the tank. Cell works too, that's fine, no biggie. Now, that kind of throws off the rest of the characters that I had set because they all have like a different position. There's supposed to be 1 tank, 2 technicals, and 2 attackers that are going to be revealed. But now we have our tank. So just the 2 technicals and attackers. Broly could be an attacker, so we'll see. But comment down below who you want to see and enjoy the rest of the video that, has mainly just predictions and stuff. Oh, and there's also gameplay that I'm showing. We had exclusive Goku mini gameplay that you'll see at the end as well. Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra news and updates here on the channel. My friends, my dudes, we have something pretty exciting. I wasn't expecting this many new characters to get announced before launch, but they said it right here. I believe it was like last night. They posted this on their official page. 5 new heroes are joining the fight at launch. More info is soon to come, so stay tuned. Follow this account, right? So most of you are probably following this if you care about the game. 5 new characters, and they're specifically showing us what they're going to be, what, typing they are. So we have 1 tank. We're going to be getting 1 new tank. We're getting 2 new technicals and 2 new damage characters. Now that, that's a lot of variety in terms of, which characters would fit this. Now, everybody's kind of different here. Like, for example, we have Vegeta, who is a tank, or Caulifla, who's a tank, for example, right? Like Gohan, Boo, Krillin, and even First Form Frieza, those make sense as, like, technical. They're more of, like, support-based characters, right? Like Piccolo, Goku, I guess Bojack, that makes sense for, like, an attacker. Even Android 18 can fit in that as well. But some of them are just kind of weird, like, I guess Zamasu as a tank makes sense just because Zamasu can just, constantly regenerate. Same thing with, like, Baby. Now, this young body one, I don't know. Some of them are a little bit weird, but for the most part, they make sense. So I went ahead and chose 5 characters, which we'll get into just a bit. I didn't put a whole lot of thought into it, just the first 5 that I think could, pop into my head, as well as them fitting specific typings, but we'll see, right? I could easily be wrong. One of them I'm pretty confident about. I think 100% we are going to be getting, but the other ones are just like, I was kind of just throwing darts. I was looking at the Sparking Zero roster just to see, like, okay, well, like, what characters would make a lot of sense? So, this is likely all going to be announced at the Apple event, which I think is tomorrow, but it could be, like, later tonight. Time zone's going to make it confusing, but, shout out to DBS Hype because he posted this. The game's producer Toshi will share Gekishin Squadra's behind-the-scenes stories and latest updates, including new gameplay on August 29th at an Apple event. I believe there was a little gameplay showcase that they had showcasing Goku Mini, which I'll probably play that at the very end of the video if you guys want to, watch their full gameplay and everything. I'm not going to do any commentary over that because they're already doing commentary on it, so it'd be like double commentary, and that can be, a little bit weird. But yeah, stay tuned for this. We'll watch this event. Hopefully it'll be like streamed. I don't know. We'll see. I didn't really see anything posted, but regardless, they're going to be announcing these characters eventually, okay, before launch. And the launch is still, I think, kind of slated for around October. We'll see if that's actually the case, but here are the 5 characters that I did end up choosing. So, DBS Broly, or just Broly, it could be Z Broly, any of them. I think he's got a good chance. If I were to put him in any category, it would probably be Tank. Attacker, just an attack-based character makes sense as well. There's no way he would be a technical character. He's not really a support-based. Like, he just fits either a tank or an attacker. I think Tank makes the most sense for a character like Broly, right? So that'll be my Tank choice. Now for the 2 technicals. I was thinking Cell. I'm very confident that Cell will be in, the last 5. It's weird that we have Boo and a Frieza, but not Cell. And if it is Cell, it's probably going to be, I would say, like, first form Cell. I think that would make more sense, just because everybody is in their, first form. Like, we have Fat Boo, and we have first form Frieza, right? So first form Cell would probably make more sense than perfect Cell, but they could do him. Just an iteration of Cell, one version of him, right? I think that'd be really good. And first form Cell makes a lot more sense as maybe, like, a technical-based character. He's not very, he's strong, but he's not like as strong as obviously perfect, right? Second technical, you already saw it. Master Roshi. Master Roshi could be he's a technical guy, right? He's got the Thunder Shock Surprise. He's got the Mafuba and stuff. Like, he's, he's a strong guy, but I would see him as more like human characters make more sense as technical, right? Even like somebody like Kid Gohan, that makes sense as well, right? So I would put that down there. Technical characters I find to be on the weaker side. They don't do as much damage, but they have all this, extra cool stuff like healing abilities or like boosting, like, what is it? Like stats for attack or anything for other characters, right? They could, there's support. Technical equals basically support in that aspect. Now, my 2 attackers. These are just like the characters I feel like make the most sense, bro. Jiren and Hit, right? I know people are going to be like, wow, we're already getting Jiren. I feel like Hit makes the most sense of having in the base roster, right, of this game. I just feel like he's really popular. He's not like an anniversary type of character. Like, I wouldn't see this character as being like, oh, like a special celebration or whatever. But he's hype enough to be like in, the base roster. And like most of the modern Dragon Ball games, he's always in there. He was in Xenoverse 2. He was in Fighters. He's obviously in Sparking Zero and stuff. Put him in, right? I think that makes a lot of sense. And then Jiren, I feel like this roster, it would benefit more from having Dragon Ball Super characters. Like, we have a good chunk of Z. We have Zamasu, Caulifla. Is that it? I guess that's it. We have Baby and Majub. So that's just GT. The rest of them seem to just be Dragon Ball Z and like a couple of movies, which is, still related to Z. So GT and Super are pretty lacking right now. So yeah, I feel like because Super is just so popular, throw in 2 more. Have an OG Dragon Ball character for technical, and then obviously you gotta have Cell. Again, it could be Z Broly or DBS Broly. It doesn't matter. Either of them would fit a tank because they're just, pretty much the same character. And then I forgot Daima Goku is his, that's the Daima representation, but they're going to have more characters later on, right? But let me know down in the comments who you think will be the 5 characters to be revealed. Again, there is 1 tank, 2 technicals, and 2 damage-based characters. There's like they could get really diverse. Like look, like the roster right now is kind of crazy. Like, okay, you have all the Z fighters for the most part, right? Even Android 18 thrown in there. Okay, you got Boo and Zamasu, kind of a little bit random. You know, baby young body, super random, right? Dabura is a bit random. Cooler and Bojack are a little bit weird. Not necessarily Cooler too much. I feel like he's popular enough to be in there. Bojack is, I don't know, that's a weird choice. Majub's a good choice, but a little bit random. Caulifla, I feel like she's pretty popular, but I feel like most people would prefer just to have Kefla, right? But Caulifla works as well. And the Diamond Kid Goku makes sense just because, again, they're just trying to have him Goku Mini, push the Daima, right? Push for Daima. Every game's got Daima, and every single game at launch is usually, or not at launch, but like every game has a Goku Mini so far, right? I don't think there's a single Dragon Ball game other than Fighters, obviously, that doesn't have it. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see. I'll have some of the gameplay that they showed. They showed some Goku Mini gameplay and like some new stuff at the very end here. Thanks for watching. Drop a like, subscribe here on the channel, ring my notification bell. Peace out.
Consider yourselves lucky that I'm giving you a chance.
Look at all the savory victims. Don't feel bad, soon you'll be a part of me.
Behold, ultimate perfection! Come now, everyone, enjoy the battle! There you go! I'll erase you! Unsatisfying. I need a new challenge.
僕は孫悟飯使わせていただければと思ってます。
私はクールで、僕はトランクス
で、私が大魔の僕人ですね。
はい、
よろしくお願いします。
かわいい。
早速使いたいのが
ね、すごいよね。
どういうアクションするんだろう。ちょっとぜひまず一緒に行きましょう。ちょっとラッシュをしてみてほしいんですけど、如意棒を使うんですよ。広っ。そうなんですよね。広っ。このラッシュ攻撃の如意棒がめっちゃ広い。
孫悟組には生すぎて自分のプレイに集中できない。
いや、めっちゃこっち広い。いや、そうなんですよ。
攻撃が続けば続くほど範囲が広くなってる。
本当だ。どんどん広くなってる。これ誰か止めないと。いや我々もう止まらなくていいんですよ。敵は
でも言ってこっちのトランクスも結構強そうだよ。
楽しい気がする。
トランクスもやっぱり非常に近接戦闘強いですよ。
いや、これ広相手の攻撃範囲外から
トランクス
もそうなん
ですよ。剣使っております。
ほら、
トランクス剣使ってるんだよお前。
だ
そんだけじゃないんだよ。
行きましょう。いや、すごいこれ。
話聞いてくれなくなっちゃった。
めちゃめちゃ
聞いてくれよ話。
倒す。あ、来ました。
あ、やばい。おっと。
いや、いいですね。倒してる。
よし。気持ちいい。
ごはんちゃんはですね、近くに一緒にいるとキャラクターにいろいろなバフをかけてくれるっていうので、チームプレイをすると強いっていうキャラクターなんですよ。まあ、皆さんグロリオ来てくれました。早速使われました。そうなんですよ。お、パンジ来た。R1 の時だとパンジが爆弾を投げてくれて、あのメンバーが駆けつけてくれる。そうなんですよ。嬉しい。破壊神が、ゼモ様来てる。大丈夫です。僕が。でも、行っちゃった。一旦撤退しましょう。一回撤退。おお、スーパーサイジン。おお、必殺技が。スリリングな。 あ、ちょっと一旦使いちょっと
みんな事前登録してほしいな、それは。
ぜひ。
あ、でもちょっと
もちろん、でも事前登録せずとも
はい
最終的に到達して皆さんに配りたいんですけれども、いけなくてもゲームをプレイしていくと、
なるほど。
皆さん
なるほど
悟空からどうしても悟空からは始まるんですけれども、
はい
徐々にプレイしていって解放されていき
あ、
ます。
なるほど。
はい。
一旦回復しましょう。いやでも大魔のキャラクターがいっぱい出てくる。
いや嬉しい
ですよね。みんなが手助けに来てくれる。
なんか一人の派手な人ももちろん気持ちいいんですけど、こうやって仲間が来てくれるのがすごい嬉しい。
そうなんですよね。そうですね。僕は必殺技を孫悟空には必殺技を放つ時にスーパーサイヤ人になるっていうキャラクターなので、ちょっとこの金剛悟空をいいですね。あ、お、いいですね。よし。破壊しに行きましょう。
今誰もいない。
チャンス。よーい。
ジャンプできた。
あ、僕が来た。あ、まずい。実はでかくなるみたいな。すごくテクニカルに面白いことができるキャラクターなので、ぜひちょっと試してみていただければ。
何が起きた今。
これ多分クリリンの太陽軍です。4人で、あ、クリリンを。
お、今電話してます。
じゃあちょっとクリリンは倒しましょう。おお。
これ、ジョンさんもいる。
デモさんもいるんで破壊神倒してってくださいよ。
破壊神の。
よし。
お、
もうちょっと。
おっしゃー。
よし。
素晴らしい。
次はあと破壊神1人だけですよ。
本当にまだ
お、変身できますよ。トランクス変身するとですね、
その斜め右のそのかっこいいですよね、その表情。
ちなみにお約束なんですけど、変身してる間も見てきます。
え、マジですか。
この演出中は。
あ、そういうことですね。
はい。
なるほど。
そうです。スーパーサイヤ人中ずっとってなって
ずっと本的だったらもう俺勝ちが確定したと思うんですよ。
変身演出中が
人数差で勝ってますからね。
よしよし、あー、いいですね。いける。これもお、いけた？もう
敵がいるけど。
あとはドラゴンシェルを
もうあとこれだけ。
あ、敵の元気玉が来た。
元気玉。
あ、もうめっちゃ如意棒を振ってる。
ノイボーの範囲は広いからね。
そうなんですよね。
本当に
おっしゃ。
お、勝った。トランク
ねえねえ、トラック誰？トラック。
ちゃんとドラゴンボールを取った人が映りました
かっ
ね。
こいい。
MVP は
誰だ？
わ
ご飯ちゃん
が
か。いやすごい。
空気を読めなかった。
いやいやでも気持ちよかった。
でもサポートに徹しててもちゃんと MVP。
確かに
そうですね、確かに。
ちゃんと輝ける。
はい。
おい、面白かった。
よかったな。
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.